लंच के बाद स्ट्रीम में वापस स्वागत है। मेरा नाम है केटवस 90। ये थोड़े लिंक्स वो सब डालता हूँ, उसके बाद शुरू करते हैं। ये एक लिंक डाल दिया, दो लिंक डाल दिए, और अब लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग में जाके गेम टाइटल डालना है इसमें। देव जल्दी आ जा। गेम टाइटल आ रहा क्यों नहीं है? अब आ गया। तो फिर रिकॉर्ड शुरू करते हैं और अब लोड।
I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time.
हाँ, ये मैंने गलती से चोरी कर ली, जिसकी वजह से अभी मुझे बहुत कुछ फिर से करना होगा। पर कुछ भी करने से पहले मुझे जनरल स्टोर में जाना है। कहाँ है जनरल स्टोर? हाँ, जनरल गुड्स में जाना है।
I don't need to hear about your latest project.
Nothing's a
I just sell the
substitute for a
materials.
shotgun blast to the face.
All right, let's get.
ठीक है, रिसोर्सेज। अब पता नहीं क्या लिया, मैं वो लेना नहीं चाहता था जो भी लिया। और टाइटेनियम लेना है, ये है जो मैं लेना चाहता हूँ।
Oh, bye, I guess.
और फिर दूसरी तरफ जाओ। एक मिनट रुकना, मैंने ये कर दिया था क्या? ये भी नहीं किया था ना? ठीक है, तो ये मॉड्स भी बना देता हूँ थोड़ा। वेपन्स वर्कबेंच, उससे पहले अपैरल। हाँ, वेपन मॉड्स विदाउट यूजिंग रिसोर्सेस। और फिर से सेव कर देता हूँ। बैरल, लॉन्ग बैरल बना सकता हूँ ना? थोड़ा बढ़ जाएगा पर ठीक है, चलता है। एक्यूरेसी बढ़ेगी इसकी। फिर ऑप्टिक 74 पॉइंट, इवन बेटर। इसमें कुछ बना सकता हूँ? ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं होगा, इससे बस मास कम होगा, काफ़ी कम होगा एक्चुअली। जितना कम हो उतना अच्छा। और फिर अभी इसको नहीं, कहाँ पर है? मिनी गन एक है, ये नहीं। एक शॉर्ट गन था मेरा जो मैं इस्तेमाल, जिस पे मैं डालना चाहता था। ये रहा ना शॉर्टी। लेजर 39, ये नहीं। ये हुई ना बात। ये हो गया। वैसे पहले इसे डेवलप कर देता हूँ, क्योंकि थोड़ा और मैं मॉड्स बनाना चाहता हूँ सही में। और अच्छे मॉड्स बनाने के लिए पहले कहाँ हैं? चांस ऑफ रिसोर्स सडन डेवलपमेंट। अब ये करते हैं ना, लगा हुआ है ना ये। और एक मॉड भी है, एड भी है इसके लिए। ढूंढना पड़ेगा, पर इसके लिए एड है, मुझे याद है। ये सब नहीं है। CBX नहीं। इमरजेंसी किट नहीं। या कहाँ पे है जो मुझे चाहिए? ले लो। न्यूरा जाके क्या? प्योर रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट रिक्वायर प्योर रिसोर्सेज फॉर 10 मिनट्स। सडन डेवलपमेंट, एकदम सही, यही चाहिए था। बीकॉन स्ट्रीम नहीं। रेड एल और कोई है क्या इससे रिलेटेड? ये ले लो। अबे क्यों? ओके हाँ, लेना है मुझे। हेल्थ कम है काफ़ी। मैं सोच रहा था क्यों ले रहा हूँ, हेल्थ फुल है मेरी, पर ना मेरी हेल्थ फुल नहीं है। लेना सिनैप्स अल्फा, न्यूरोजैको सिनैप्स अल्फा। ठीक है, ये हो गया। और फिर मजल मॉड्स ये यार, ये भी ना बात। और अब ये सारे हो गए। नीचे भी है और अरे यार, ये था मैगजीन एंड बैटरी मॉड्स। अब इंटरनल मॉड्स ये काफी ज्यादा थे। और के लिए मुझे अब वेपन इंजीनियरिंग रैंक 3 पहुंचना, स्पेशल प्रोजेक्ट्स रैंक 1। हाँ, कम्युनिटी स्पेशल प्रोजेक्ट्स तो देखो जरा, कहाँ पे है स्पेशल प्रोजेक्ट्स? ये रहा। ये पहले करना अभी के लिए। तो क्रीचर्स ये सब छोड़ो, जियोलॉजी नहीं, मेडिसिन जरूरत नहीं। और फिर वापस वेपन वर्कबेंच में जाओ। नॉप 76, 77। Why not?
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
इंटरनल ओ, मेरे पास इरिडियम नहीं है। इससे होगा क्या? फायर रेट, मास कम होगा, फायर रेट बढ़ेगा। Why the hell not? इरिडियम जाके ले रहा हूँ मैं सारे के सारे।
All right, make it quick. This better be worth.
इरिडियम सारे के सारे ले लो।
We're done here. Great.
यप, इसे चोरी करूंगा तो पकड़ा जाऊंगा। पिछली बार वही हुआ था और मैं ऑफ कोर्स फाइन देने को रेडी नहीं था, क्योंकि उससे मेरे सारे के सारे जो चोरी किए हैं वो भी ले लेते ये। इंटरनल यस। इसको छोड़ो, इसका लगाता हूँ ना मैं। डैमेज का कोई नहीं है क्या इसका? मैगजीन एंड बैटरी नहीं, ये है ना। मैगजीन एंड बैटरी मॉड्स 2 चाहिए इसके लिए। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। एक्यूरेसी उतना ज़्यादा कम नहीं होता, पर फिर भी नहीं रखूंगा। हाई पावर इंटरनल मॉड्स 3 चाहिए उसके लिए। 68.3 70.2 71.3। रेंज कम हो जाती है, पर बहुत ही ज़्यादा कम होती है इसके साथ। ये ज़्यादा अच्छा है। के लिए जो मेन में इस्तेमाल करता हूँ ना बहुत ज़्यादा, उसका करता हूँ ना। कहाँ है वो? ड्रम नहीं, ये एक है जिसको मैं कर सकता हूँ, पर ये भी है। तो सबसे ज़्यादा अभी करंटली ये इस्तेमाल करता हूँ मैं। लेज़र, मीडियम स्कोप। सिर्फ इंटरनल में कुछ नहीं है।
That last shot didn't pan out. I need something bigger.
अबे इंटरनल मॉड्स 2 यार, शिट। ठीक है चलो, काफ़ी मॉड्स डाल दिए मैंने अभी के लिए। और चाहिए तो मुझे लेवल अप करना होगा।
Iswa's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I could get on her.
और फिर अगला
Old grog is fine if you like cheap moonshine. Give me an brown.
बार ये है ना, यहाँ पे एक वो है कंपेनियन जिससे मैं रिक्रूट कर सकता हूँ। 2 कर सकते थे वैसे, पर मैथायस को मैंने एंटेगनाइज कर दिया, तो उसका कुछ नहीं कर सकता मैं। यहाँ पे जैस्मिन करके कोई है।
The fleet protects our own. You turn against us.
और जैस्मिन कहाँ है? ये क्या?
Elgato sure likes you. I don't
ये?
I am looking to start something.
जैसमीन, जैस्मिन नहीं, जैसमीन। पायरेट, मराडर।
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Good. Pirate.
I hope Bug has something strong enough to knock me out.
Yeah. Pirate Brigand.
Sabina says we have you to thank for the extra supplies. Now I can be twice as careless as usual.
Well, shit. Jessamine कहाँ है?
Nothing tops that 3-star cargo ship you jumped here back. We netted what?
Yeah,
20 grand and all the weapons we could carry?
Hell yeah. After the payoff, we headed straight to Neon and dosed out for a week. Or was it a month? I got so zoned I forgot.
Oh, those were good times. Hope we can do it again soon.
Hey, Cap, you hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low. I'm a smuggler. Making enemies comes with a job. This time, I got in over my head and made one who's more dangerous than me. I suppose I can't rightly blame you for that. It's the Varun Zealots. Been on my tail a while. And they're easy enough to avoid in places like this, but I'm history if they see my ship cruising around the space lanes again. Oh, I'm a real scrapper. Good in a fist fight or in the gunner seat. Doesn't matter to me so long as there's a strong drink waiting when the fight's over. I've also got pretty sticky fingers, if that suits you. They're a group of cultists who operate on the edges of known space. Real nutjobs. They shoot at just about anyone who comes near them. Big on grudges too. That's how I ended up on their radar.
ठीक है.
If the Varun Zealots don't sound like a problem to you, then I can't wait to see what you're made of.
Ooh, discount. Try करते हैं.
Wouldn't be much of a smuggler if I wasn't willing to cut a deal, would I? Let's hash it out. In my
No.
experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for.
Shit.
Oh, you do that.
Shit.
Enough already. I know a bad deal when I see one. I won't go that low.
Oh well.
Sure, fine by me. I'm looking forward to the adventure.
फ्रंटियर में कितने डाल सकता हूँ? ओह, फ्रंटियर में 1 out of 3 है ना, ठीक है.
Sounds like a plan. Let's catch up later. Thanks again for the save.
ये था आखिरी. अनफॉर्चुनेटली मुझे पूरा 16,000 देना पड़ा इसे.
Always listen.
मैं 80,000 800,000 के नीचे चले गया यार. सेलिब्रेटेड ब्रीच उसे छोड़ो. मैंने इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें डाले हैं, इससे ज़्यादा इसमें डाले ना मैंने। एक्यूरेसी बढ़ाया मैंने इसका, नहीं इसी का सबसे ज़्यादा किया। वेयर हैवी 215।
Delgado.
अब
The fact you came here, when the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
अब यहाँ पे what the fuck? Oh ये है ना,
I always thought snitches were just pests. Never considered trying to raise one as you're having your own terramorph.
Gotta make sure to train every day. Bad aim and bad health will get you killed.
काश हम ये कर पाते यार। जस्ट पंप्स या जो भी इस एक्सरसाइज को बोलते हैं। ओह अरोरा, शिट, ये बेचना होगा मुझे अरोरा की जरूरत नहीं, मैं एडिक्टेड नहीं होना चाहता इस पे।
See, don't even try to rip me.
सेल एड नहीं, ये नहीं, हाँ एड ही है ना अरोरा, ये मुझे जरूरत नहीं इसकी।
Don't miss me too much.
बिल्कुल भी जरूरत नहीं। ऐसे एक मिनट रुकना यार। जैस्पर क्रिक्स इंटरव्यू लोकेशंस, ठीक है, ये लेना है मुझे। चलो ऑनलाइन में चेक कर रहा हूँ ये जैस्पर के इंटरव्यू का, और उसके हिसाब से यहाँ पे कहीं पे है the desk with the public access.
We call UCC staff sharks, but to the fleet, they are just bait.
यहाँ पे apparently एक है। एक मिनट रुकना, मेरे पास जैस्पर की के कितने हैं? इंटरव्यू 1 और 4 है मेरे पास, 2 और 3 भी नहीं है। ओके, जिम में है 2, तो पहले जिम में जाता हूँ।
Ask Jazz about any ship upgrades.
मेन एरिया कहाँ है? यही था ना। और यहाँ पे जिम इधर है, नो पेन नो गेन के हिसाब से है।
If you got any spare creds or just need to unload some junk, head to the depot.
Yeah?
Shot a few bullseyes at the ranch today. That's worth buying myself a drink.
If you're doing any lifting later, I can spot you.
इसके हिसाब से यहाँ पे होना चाहिए पार्ट 2। क्या मजाक चल रहा है? जनरल एंट्री ये नहीं है। ओके, मेरे पास 1 और 2 है, 1 और 2 है, ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। You enter the depot from the main entrance. Main entrance is behind the tactical gear shop. Tactical gear कहाँ है? Closed. Weapons. इधर है apparently। पार्ट 3 यहाँ पे होना चाहिए। ये रहा।
So tell us about Jasper Cricks's version of the Crimson Scar.
All I can tell you is that under my guidance, the Crimson Scar became more influential than every other syndicate combined. Here I was, 22 years old, and I had power, people that followed my orders, and an endless stream of credits. Gale, I have to tell you, I was having the time of my life.
So you'd consider extortion, robbery, burglary, kidnapping, assault, and murder to be positive life influences?
No. I'd consider them as just means to an end. Those so-called crimes were merely stepping stones until I had enough wealth to buy the Crimson Scar a few spacecraft.
Yes, let's talk about that. It appears you weren't satisfied with terrorizing New Atlantis alone.
Oh, I've never stopped reaching, Gale. The amount of money we were making in New Atlantis was decent, but the really big scores were in space, on the cargo ships. We're talking millions of credits, maybe more. Who the hell could count it all?
Most people assume this is when the UC decided to actively set up a task force to pursue the Crimson Scar.
That's correct. Those idiots in charge of the United Colonies were clearly embarrassed that they had allowed the Crimson Scar to make the jump into space. They sent ships after us. Lots of ships. I almost think that they enjoy starting wars.
Perhaps this was the first time you had finally reached too far.
You could say that. I count my time running the Crimson Scar as a learning experience. I wouldn't say I reached too far. I'd say I reached too fast. Didn't cover all my bases. Made some stupid mistakes. One thing's for certain, though. When I was finally arrested and thrown into the lock, I had plenty to think about.
Cause
You
I'll
got time for a
finish
quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
यार बार बार सेम चीज बोलते जाते हैं. जब रेडी हो मैं कर लूँगा. पार्ट 4 है टेक द एलिवेटर फ्रॉम द कोर ना. तो कोर से एक एलिवेटर मुझे याद है कई. यार वो रहा एलिवेटर मेरे हिसाब से, या फिर वही है ना. नहीं ये ओ ये रहा ऑपरेशन सेंटर. कैप्टन्स रूम की ये भी चाहिए मुझे. इसके बारे में भूल गया. ये है कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम टू द राइट ऑन द फर्स्ट फ्लोर.
This better be important.
To the right. यह है कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम. इसके हिसाब से यहाँ पर ही कहीं है. Right. Oh yeah, conference room.
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For our listeners' benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Voli that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring us in. We holed up, but UC security unleashed hell. The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gail. But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular reason that you started the riots that eventually led to the worst prison break in United Colonies history?
Yes. I'm quite proud of that, actually. I honestly didn't think it would go as well as it did. As for the reason, well, it's simple. The UC were treating us like animals. The conditions in the lock were ridiculously bad and no one cared. That's why they stuck us on that ice ball in the first place. Out of sight, out of mind.
Your escape caused the deaths of many that were stationed at the lock. Some would brand that as a bit dismissive for what you're describing as a protest. If you were simply advocating for your fellow inmates, why didn't you just go through the proper channels?
And what the hell was I supposed to do? Send a strongly worded letter to my duly appointed representative? Wake up. The UC only responds to actions, not words. In my mind, there was no other choice. You know what? Let's move past my time at the lock so we can get to the point of this goddamned interview.
Okay, ये भी मिल गया. अब अगले भाग के लिए मुझे जाना होगा बार में. यहाँ नीचे चलो. और यहाँ पे द लास्ट नोवा. ऑर्डर में जा रहा हूँ. पार्ट 1 2 3 4 5 ताकि ऑर्डर में सुन सकूँ ये सब.
Every captain here is under stripes.
ये सब करता नहीं अगर ये हमेशा खुला रहता तो.
They haven't caught us yet.
और यहाँ पे. ओह, चोरी नहीं है.
You used to have to drop a few pounds. I don't mean to diet.
Last Nova bar computer. This whole business has got the Nova buzzing. Personally, I think it's a whole lot of shit. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit I was a bloody fool. I had plenty of experience with that losing Maddie already. Okay. Lately, part of it is vouching for Rick, but she's been burned before. What's bloody changed is the timing. We've split Hina, then Marmite right now, and the whole crew knows it. ज़्यादा कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं था इसमें, सही बोलो तो. अब ये है इंटरेस्टिंग.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the key, a few UC ships, and a couple dozen ex-cons at my side. But I needed more, so I sent out the call. Once word got around, it didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the settled systems to show up.
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations. We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible to approach.
What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC Security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC Navy. The Navy, in turn, sent ships to attack the key. I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were embarrassing failures.
Do you feel these embarrassing failures led them to form UC systems?
Absolutely. They've clearly given up and decided to shove the responsibility onto a separate division. That way, in the public eye, the UC Navy can move forward, proud and strong, while UC SysDef continually takes all the blame. It's all about PR spin for them, Gale. That's how the UC operates. Kinda disgusting, don't you think?
Sounds a bit like you're trying to deflect attention off the atrocities the Crimson Fleet commits on a daily basis.
Atrocities, huh? How about fighting the Freestar Collective over a bunch of rocks hanging in space? How about thousands of people dying while a bunch of pencil-pushing bastards sit in a cushy office and draw lines on a star map? Maybe the United Colonies should stop the bullshit and take a hard look in the mirror to see who the monsters really are.
Okay, हो गया.
Get you a drink?
चलो next part के लिए
Got mixed feelings about my last job.
कहाँ जाना है मुझे?
Soon, everyone is going to learn to feel it.
इसके बाहर जाना मुझे इतना याद है. और फिर Delgado's bedroom. Take the operation center.
Those mission boards aren't going to clear themselves.
Oh yes, part 6. ये मैंने ढूंढा था. इसका रूम कहाँ पे है? यहाँ पे ऊपर. ये रहा नहीं, ये नहीं है इसका रूम. ये रहा ना. Part 6.
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait and see.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSNN this interview?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe, will stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the Directionalists to turn to the fleet.
You and the sheep that listen to your garbage can believe whatever the hell you want. If you were so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to be brought here.
और अब आखिरी. उसके लिए फिर से नीचे चलो. यहाँ से जा सकता हूँ ना. और फिर बंक्स में जाना है. Turn left next. ये रहा आखिरी वाला. 6000. Yes, please.
Let me just ask you one final question before we wrap up.
Fine. Go ahead.
When is enough going to be enough? How many credits does Jasper Cricks need until he's satisfied?
I should have expected you to ask such a stupid question. How the hell could you ever understand? You with your fancy education and your sheltered upbringing and your cushy media job. Me, I came from nothing. Everything I own, I've literally drawn blood to gain.
There's no need to get personal. I'm simply trying to state the facts so that our listeners can make judgments of their own.
Lady, I got news for you. Half of your listeners think I'm a hero. The other half are scared out of their goddamn minds, and they should be.
Perhaps we should talk about something else.
No, that's it. We're done. Can you guys get her the hell out of here? Make sure she takes all this sound equipment with her.
Well, that's it then. Thank you for your...
Actually, before you go, Gail, there's one more thing I would like to say.
Yes, of course. What is it?
When you broadcast this interview on SSNN, I want you to remember that I'll be listening. If you edit even one word or manipulate my voice to change anything I've said, I will hunt you down and kill you. In front of everyone. Do you understand?
I understand. You have my word.
और इसके साथ ये पूरा हो गया सारे के सारे। और इससे नहीं कर सकता अभी क्योंकि मैंने उतने ज़्यादा पैसे डाले नहीं हैं स्टेल्थ में। उतने ज़्यादा पॉइंट्स डाले नहीं हैं स्टेल्थ में। ये हो गया। अब 4 और क्या बोलते हैं एविडेंस ढूंढना बाकी है। तो उससे पहले एक और चीज सेल कर लेता हूँ यहाँ पे।
I hope my prices may be high. We can talk about whatever you want.
Sell packs बेच तो।
Come back and see me sometime.
Okay. ट्रेड अथॉरिटी उधर है। और क्या बचा अभी?
Need something?
और मैं क्या सबसे बात भी कर लेता हूँ।
Please tell me you know exactly what materials you need. It's a general store, which means I sell general goods. Mostly junk that no one else wants to carry. Raw materials, blueprints, spare parts. Fascinating, I know. I don't do small talk. You want to do business? We'll do business. You want to chat? Go see Bog. You know my sister. And you're still alive? You either somehow won her approval, or... Best not to think about it too much. Bad for business.
मुझे याद नहीं है मलाया लिस्कोवा कौन थी। Let's see what you've got.
Just make it quick.
मेरे थोड़े काफी कम है। यहाँ पे दिखा देते यार कितने हैं मेरे पास। खरीद लेता। मैं सारी चीजें नहीं खरीदना चाहता हूँ। तो थोड़े एक चीजें हैं जो बहुत ही कम थे। टंगस्टन मेरे हिसाब से काफी कम था। तो ये ले लेता हूँ। टंगस्टन मुझे याद है सिर्फ 2 बचे थे शायद।
Hey Isra, why don't you chat more, huh? Who hurt you?
Is that a serious question?
I don't know. Do you want it to be?
I used to work for a
See,
megacorp.
you don't even know
Wore
what
a
you're
monkey
at.
suit and everything.
Talking to you is
Seems like a
pointless.
different time.
Weapons for all occasions. I'd argue Bog's got me beat as far as customer base goes. But when it comes to profit, I am on top. A good gun's what makes all the difference out there sometimes. And for some, it's the only thing they'll ever trust. Weapons of all shapes and sizes to handle jobs large and small. Ammo too, of course. Done here? Fine by me.
मैं ऐसे चोरी नहीं कर सकता। Wait a minute.
Weapons, ammo. Just gotten in.
ये सेल करना है मुझे थोड़ा। ये इसे रख रहा हूँ। Ammo 0.44 नहीं 6.5 mm मुझे याद है किसी के लिए था। हैवी पार्टिकल फ्यूज एक है जो उतना इस्तेमाल नहीं करता हूँ जितना करना चाहिए। और कोई है नहीं।
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see.
0.43 mi.
You don't make it in this life without weapons of all ammo too, of course. If you're credit.
Ammo ये हुई ना बात.
All right. See you around.
एक मिनट रुकना. एक आर्टस ये है वार्डन्स लॉग लोकेशन, वो पता नहीं लिया है कि नहीं, मुझे ठीक से याद नहीं आ रहा. पर होप टाउन का है, रेड माइल का है, वैलो सिस्टम, पोरिमा 3, पोरिमा सिस्टम, अल्फा सेंटारी में गगारिन, अल्फा सेंटारी. होप टाउन को जाना है बस. होप टाउन में कहाँ पे? ठीक है.
Now you heading out? What, me? Nah, not anymore. When it comes to aim, there ain't no one worse. True facts. I mean, my friends like to say I'd have better luck talking someone to death than shooting them. Yep, my talents are best suited for making protective gear. Helmets, vests, suits. You could say I'm a tailor, not a fighter. Well, only the best tactical gear to protect your ass this side of the galaxy. Metal plated for when you're up against bullets. Leather for those jobs that might require a subtle touch. All made by yours truly, of course, except for a few used odds and ends that no one's gonna miss. The right gear would be the difference between life.
सूट बकवास, पैक्स बकवास, हेलमेट्स बकवास, अपैरल बकवास, एड नहीं. इसके पास कुछ भी नहीं है जो मैं चाहता हूँ. जनरल गुड्स सब कुछ हो गया ना.
We may not have official security on the key, but we're always looking out for traitors.
ओके, अभी के लिए होप टाउन चलना है मुझे.
Bogged grog is fine if you like cheap.
जल्दी से भागो यार, यहाँ पे पास में ही है. पहले होप टाउन, फिर रेड माइल, फिर गैगारन्स लैंडिंग. और उन सबसे पहले लैंड. सबसे पहले वार्डन्स लॉग ढूंढना है. उसके पास जाना है मुझे, डिश के पास. मैंने ऑनलाइन चेक किया था इसका वापस पहुंचने का सबसे तेज तरीका. फिर यहाँ से ये है शायद, अगर मैं गलत नहीं हूँ तो. यप. फिर वापस ऊपर कैसे आऊं उसके बाद? कोई चारा नहीं है जाना है वार्डन्स लॉक के लिए. ये रहा. ये कैसे छूट गया पता नहीं.
Warden Tom Gillespie. Authorization 12210. This is likely to be my final log recording. The riots that started in D block have spilled into A, B, and C blocks. I've ordered everyone to fall back to the shuttle bay for evacuation. It was prisoner D03118, Jasper Cricks, who led the revolt. His crew tunneled into the armory undetected, and then all hell broke loose. If the lock is recovered, I urge the UC authorities to perform a full investigation, as Cricks undoubtedly had help from the guards and the staff. I'm now heading to my personal escape shuttle and we'll try to jump out of the system. Wish me luck. Warden Gillespie, out.
ये मिल गया. ये रिसोर्सेस को डाल दो। नहीं डाल, गलती कर दी, पहले ही कर देना चाहिए था वो। यार वापस ऊपर कैसे जाऊं मैं? ओह, ये कैसे छूट गया मुझसे? ओ 75 क्रेडिट्स, ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है सही बोलूं तो। ओह एक मिनट, ऐसे साइड से चढ़ सकता हूँ ऊपर यार? हाँ शायद नहीं। कहाँ पर है ये बंदा?
I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you. My past keeps showing up. Next time.
ओके।
I don't got many friends. My past keeps.
ओके, इसे कैंसिल कर सकते हैं।
Of course.
सही में इसको मैं कुछ दे भी नहीं सकता। गलती करी बहुत। लोड करो, ऑटो सेव की। नो ना, आगे बढ़ते हैं। गलती से यहाँ पे लोड कर दिया। कुछ भी करने से पहले इतना स्पेस अभी ज़्यादा नहीं है सही बोलूँ तो। पहले तो सारे के सारे रिसोर्सेस डाल दो, फिर और क्या क्या डाल दूँ यार? पेन में इसको डाल दो, इसको भी डाल दो, इसको भी डाल दो। मुझे बस अभी के लिए 246 से कम करना है। 241 हो गया। अनलॉक करो। अभी नहीं मेरे भाई, अभी नहीं। यहाँ पे जाना है और वार्डन्स लॉग लेना है यहाँ से सबसे पहले तो। जल्दी चलो। ओह 0.5 ना, अभी के लिए इसे ले सकता हूँ। ये 0.5 वाले चलते हैं। 4900। नौवे से 2 मिनट लगेगा इसे करने में। ये और ये और ये 8000। फिर ये ले लो। कम नहीं हो रहा ना? वो आवाज क्या था? आवाज क्या थी? जो भी थी, मुझे तो यहाँ पे नीचे जाना है अभी के लिए। ओके, ये लेना है। जल्दी से ऊपर चलो। और ये रहा।
Warden Tom Gillespie. Authorization 12210. This is likely to be my final log recording. The riots that started in D Block have spilled into A, B, and C blocks. I've ordered everyone to fall back to the shuttle bay for evacuation. It was prisoner D-03118, Jasper Crix, who led the revolt. His crew tunneled into the armory undetected, and then all hell broke loose. If the lock is recovered, I urge the UC authorities to perform a full investigation, as Crix undoubtedly had help from the guards and the staff. I'm now heading to my personal escape shuttle, and we'll try to jump out of the system. Wish me luck. Warden Gillespie, out.
Okay, अब यहाँ से डायरेक्टली पॉरिमा सिस्टम ढूंढो. No. लगान नहीं, डेबोला नहीं, आर्यन नहीं. पॉरिमा सिस्टम यहाँ पे कहीं है यार. कहे तो पारा, रूटाफोर्ड, नीरा. कोई यार ज्यादा अच्छा तरीका नहीं है क्या? कोई एक वो होना चाहिए यार टॉगल करने के लिए नाम सारे के सारे. ये सिर्फ अल्फा सेंटोरी नहीं, मुझे सारे के सारे चाहिए. सेटी नहीं. आना पॉरिमा कहाँ है सही में? एक्सेल, रेया, पॉरिमा ये बीच में ही है क्या कहीं पे? पॉरिमा ये रहा. होप टाउन, पैराडीसो नो, पॉरिमा 3. हाँ यहाँ पे है होप टाउन. हाँ यहाँ पे रेड माइल है. रेड माइल में भी जाना है वैसे भी मुझे. मैं गलत चेक कर रहा था क्या? मुझे लगा था पॉरिमा में होप टाउन है तो नहीं. चलो यहाँ पर आया हूँ तो इधर ही यहाँ का ले लेता हूँ मैं एविडेंस. ओ पॉरिमा में ही है. होप टाउन वैलो सिस्टम में. वैलो सिस्टम ज़्यादा समय नहीं लगना चाहिए ढूंढने में क्योंकि वो हाईलाइटर रहता है वैलो सिस्टम. इसका बार के पास होगा apparently. ये रहा.
Nothing but the best. So you want a clip to pick up the tab on how many is it? 16, 17, 18 boxes of food. No. This ain't food, man. This is survival. For deep space hops,
stuff never goes bad, and it's cheap.
At first I thought you were kidding. Then I thought, nah, he's just taking the joke too far. Now I just think you're out of your damn mind.
Look, how about you buy half the shipment, try it out, pass it around. The stuff will catch on fast. Ecliptic will love it. Trust me.
How about you run back to the key and tell Delgado he can blow this food out of his airlock? We aren't buying.
Okay. 3 boxes. Heck, I'll throw in the 4th for free. Huh? You can't beat that deal, right?
Fine. If it'll shut you the hell up, load the 4 boxes on my rig and let me get out of here.
Pleasure doing business with you, Toombs.
ये एक हो गया और यहाँ पे
I hope you're enjoying your visit.
You want to get out of here? I'm getting kind of bored.
You lost all your money, didn't you?
Is that Donovan Reese? Damn. Guy's a legend. He's run the... Can we talk?
Lynn is really trying to turn this
में बंदी कहाँ है?
Still on a roll here. What are you looking at?
जेड मिकमल नहीं, इसकी भाई कहाँ है? बहन मेरा मतलब. Damn. Take a dive. ना ज़्यादा खून, बाप रे बाप. It's simple. I'll bet it all against you. We sneak out when no one's paying attention. Drop a corpse that looks like you. I know a guy who used to work at Heinan's who does great back alley work on Neon. They won't suspect a thing. You find cover, slip out of there when the coast is clear, hit the spot and split the winnings 18-20. 20% should be more than enough for you since I'm the one who's to do all the wheeling and dealing. If you find me and return this late, if you're about to be rich, buddy boy. Huh. मर गया ये जिस किसी ने भी ये करने की कोशिश की.
I saw your last run. You've got some serious...
Thinking of running sometime? Talk to May and she'll fill you in.
I've seen you run. Not bad.
पता नहीं कहाँ चले गई वो उसकी बहन. हाँ क्या कर सकते हैं अभी के लिए. वैलोस चलो. वैलो वोलाई नहीं. सॉल नहीं. प्रोक्योन नहीं. अबे यार ऐसा मत कर. वैलोस कहाँ है अब? ये वुल्फ सिस्टम है. ऑल्टर वेसल. यार सब कुछ ढूंढना इतना मुश्किल क्यों है? वैलो वैलो सिस्टम. स्टारफील्ड कहाँ पे है वैलो सिस्टम सही में? ओके नारियन वालो. ठीक है. नारियन का है ये रहा ना. वैलो और इसके ये ओक टाउन. क्या कॉन्ट्राबैंड है मेरे पास? आइटम में क्या कॉन्ट्राबैंड? नो ऑल. नहीं कहाँ पे है? स्टोलन आर्टवर्क. वेल स्टोलन आर्टवर्क है तो मुझे एक और जगह मालूम है जैसे जहाँ पे मुझे ऑलरेडी जाना था वुल्फ सिस्टम में. पता नहीं चिटोने क्या है. मैं तो वुल्फ सिस्टम जाना चाहता था.
You're cleared to dock. Welcome to UC space.
और dock. Board. और यहाँ पे एक है Create offer. Alright, this one's up for grabs. Got plenty of supplies left at the UC outpost on Crete. The last trading party we sent was interrupted by spacers or maybe even competition from some independents. A first ship that brings back a hold full of junk from that place gets a 20% cut. Anyone that rats this out or tries to strip the place on their own is going to get key hauled outside the key. Crete मुझे याद नहीं. UC outpost at Crete.
How may the trade authority
43
your business?
MI1 मुझे मालूम है कि स्लैश शेल चाहिए मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा. रुकना मेरे एमो इतने कम क्यों हो गए हैं? What the fuck? इतने कम नहीं होने चाहिए मेरे. दो हजार है. ये क्या बता रहा है यहाँ पे? क्या हो गया इसे? क्या हो गया इसे? ये 999 अब सही दिखा रहा है. ये अभी भी सही नहीं दिखा रहा, पता नहीं क्यों. अब इसको सही दिखा रहा है. इसका सही नहीं दिखा रहा.
Verifiable.
समझ में नहीं आ रहा यार. 43 MI. ठीक है.
May I be of service? By all means.
Ammo 0.43 MI. यस ये ले लो. और फिर लाइट पार्टिकल. स्लिप शॉटगन. ओके. अभी के लिए मुझे बेचना है मिसलेनियस ये वेपन. इसे बेच दो. इसे भी बेच दो. उसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं.
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive.
और अब मैं जाता हूँ होप टाउन में. नो सेव करो पहले. अगर सीधे लैंड नहीं करने दे रहा मतलब कुछ गलत है. मेरे पास और कुछ होना तो नहीं चाहिए. ये भी तो वैसे मेरे पास शील्डेड है कार्गो इस प्लेन में.
This is Free Star Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete.
Okay, thank you. Clear for land देने के लिए. और यहाँ पे बार का है. अब वो रेंजर्स का है. नहीं बार नहीं है. पिट स्टॉप ये है शायद. इधर का बार. Yes. और यहाँ ये रहा.
All right, Neva went for it, so the plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is gonna do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get started, I need a layout of the settlement. Don't leave anything out. I want every guard patrol, junction box, mark down everything. When it's go time, I'm gonna need some kind of distraction. Maybe set off a mining charge or something. You know, keep security busy. You'll have at least a week's notice before we send in our ships, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. All right, you wanted to be part of the fleet. This could be your ticket. Just don't screw it all up.
और आखिरी है अल्फा सेंटोरी में. अल्फा सेंटोरी गगारिन. लैंड. ये यहाँ पे भी अब एक आखिरी वाला एविडेंस लेना है यहाँ पे.
Our last head of security was a real hard.
कहाँ पे है बात?
They're conscripting security to search all the abandoned buildings for fleet leeches. Whoever's got the next shift.
कहाँ पे है बात? ये रहा. और वहाँ पे दिख रहा भी है शायद. हाँ.
You get crushed under all that crap yet?
Holy crap, we made it to Gagarin Landing.
I told you, dumbass, it would work. Now get a load of the cargo manifest.
Whoa, the Kyoptera's hold is stuffed. Why were they running heavy through this sector?
No clue. Lucky for us, we were out hunting when it exited jump space. The drive must have malfunctioned.
Holy shit, look at the crew roster. They were also carrying 32 colonists. Maybe. Maybe. We overdid it?
Whatever. He knew the risk. What? You growing a conscience all of a sudden?
Yeah, I don't know. Some of them were families, man.
Hey, if you want to walk away from this score, that's up to you. Me? I'm heading over to the bar to get blitzed. You coming?
Yeah, sure. I'll be there in a little bit.
Okay, इसके साथ सारे के सारे मैंने ले लिया.
Why is no one talking about bringing back mechs? Seems fine before Freestar banned them.
अब वापस इधर ही जाता हूँ क्रिक्स में. अब बस एक और बंदे से मुझे करना है और वो है ये इनका रेजिडेंट कंप्यूटर एक्सपर्ट. उससे मैंने पूरी तरह बात नहीं की है.
The fleet is family.
Yes. Reckoner score.
I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her.
You check out the Reckoner's Corps. She's a beaut, ain't she?
Those mission boards aren't going to clear themselves. We have contacts throughout the settled systems that require shipments of illegal goods. Smuggling requires a bit of subterfuge since we'll be loading up your ship with contraband. If you want to make that delivery without getting caught, you'll need shielded cargo space to accommodate the goods. Speak to Jazz about that. She'll be more than happy to set you up. You don't know? Well, you're about to enter a whole new world. Shielded cargo space is a fleet specialty. It's made to fool the UC and Freestar Ranger scanners that are used to detect contraband. Good. because I do hate repeating myself. I'm constantly scanning for valuable shipments. You'll be given a target ship transport in the system to track them down. Just be sure you have the cargo space to get the goods. Very. You'll get a location with the target goods. We don't care how you get it, as long as you deliver. You get caught, that's on you. Until next time.
Okay, इससे भी बात हो गई. और अब एक ही चीज करना बाकी है, वो है
I like my weapons like I like my coffee.
क्रिम्सन फ्लीट को बिट्रे करना. उसके अलावा और कुछ बचा नहीं है. चलो पहले सेव करते हैं.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast. There are 3 defensive batteries, basically high-powered military space turrets, triangulated around the key. They were part of the UC's original defenses for the station. Pretty effective, too. Can put some serious hurt on enemy spacecraft. The good news is that the batteries have an incredibly wide field of coverage, so they can pick off ships trying to reach the key from any vector. The bad news is that they're 100-year-old tech. They keep breaking down and are expensive as hell to keep operational. Well, you already know that the conduction grid does a pretty nifty trick. It absorbs extreme voltage and converts it to usable power on neon. The version for your ship can still absorb incoming electrical energy, like, say, the EM fields surrounding Bannock 4, but it can't store the power. Instead, it just scatters the EM harmlessly away from the hull, insulating you from frying every circuit aboard. As a nice side effect, I'm betting the module will make your ship somewhat EM weapon resistant and boost its shield regen. Lucky you. The comm spike traces and decrypts coded signals. As long as you have the transponder ID, you can track pretty much anything. That file you lifted from the Galbank archives contained the Legacy's transponder code, which I'll program into your nav system. All you have to do is get within the vicinity of Bannock 4, and the comm spike will automatically point you to the target. Cute toy, huh? Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install. I'd love to take your money, but your ship's in...
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, nothing like changing it up to make a ship feel new again.
Oh, इसका बनने वाला है पूरा. Home ship. इसके हिसाब से ये है केपलर. Upgrade ship. Oh shit, damn. Ooh, wow. God damn, missile launcher. अब मिसाइल लॉन्चर क्यों डालूं? ये मिसाइल लॉन्चर थोड़ी ना है. क्या है ये? रैपिड रेल गन. Reactors. Nope. मुझे शील्डेड कार्गो डालना है ना इसमें. बी कहाँ पे और डाल सकता हूँ ये? डिलीट डिलीट कार्गो. वो भी शील्डेड कार्गो चाहिए मुझे. $190 शील्डेड कार्गो. शील्डेड कार्गो. सी वेपन असाइनमेंट. ओके. कहीं और मैं डाल सकता हूँ क्या? यहाँ पे डाल सकता हूँ ना वेपन्स। एक मिनट, कैसे टाइप के वेपन्स है अभी? एक लेजर है, एक रैपिड रेल गन है। कॉस्टलियस्ट जो था। ये इसके लिए मुझे स्टारशिप डिजाइन रैंक 4 चाहिए इसके लिए। ठीक है, मिसाइल लॉन्चर, हल डैमेज कुछ भी नहीं। तो ये हल और शील्ड डैमेज है काफ़ी अच्छा। मैक्स पावर 4, हल 6। दो मिसाइल लॉन्चर डाल देता हूँ यार। अब क्या हो गया? हाँ हाँ करता हूँ, 2 मिनट तो दो। दोनों साइड में सेम वाला डालना चाहता हूँ। पल्स लेजर, ओ यहाँ पे ये है, इसके वजह से नहीं कर सकता है ये। कहीं और है? ओह शिट। एक मिनट, ये 20 यस। और फिर अब इसे कर दो मिसाइल लॉन्चर। अभी भी नॉमिनल है। $300 ये कर सकता है, 210। अभी भी नॉमिनल है। वाह भाई वाह। बहुत कुछ डाल सकता हूँ इसमें मैं, पर अभी के लिए कार्गो नहीं, इंजन नहीं, फ्यूल टैंक नहीं, ग्रैब ड्राइव नहीं, एक्टर्स नहीं, व्हील जनरेटर ये है क्या? नहीं। स्ट्रक्चरल नहीं, इंजन नहीं, फ्यूल, ये एक्सेप्ट करो।
I need to get those defensive batteries
Conduction
online,
grid
so
module
make this
और
fast.
com spike module.
This is it. Don't screw this up.
Install both the com spike. कैसे?
I need to get those defensive... The comm spike trace... That file you lit. All you have to... Not a problem. Sounds like fun.
ना, ये मेरा नहीं होगा, ये है मेरा नया होम। बी मॉड्यूल, कॉम स्पाइक मॉड्यूल कैसे लगाना है? यार पीछे जा भी नहीं सकता इसका। ठीक है, इसे छोड़ो। रिएक्टर नहीं, समझ में नहीं आ रहा यार। ये बी में जाऊं, जी कॉम स्पाइक यहाँ पे भी नहीं है, हैब्स यहाँ पे भी नहीं है। ग्रैब ड्राइव्स, कोई कॉम स्पाइक नहीं है ना। दूसरा है गियर, ये भी नहीं है। फ्यूल टैंक्स, ये भी नहीं है। इंजन भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है। ये कॉकपिट है, ये सब। ये कार्गो है, बेस है, स्ट्रक्चरल। यहाँ पे होगा अगर होगा तो। Shields, रिफ्लेक्टर नहीं। समझ में नहीं आ रहा मुझे। ऑनलाइन चेक करना होगा। इंस्टॉल कॉम स्पाइक। हाँ ठीक है, कहाँ पे जाना है? Equipment section. Equipment.
I need to get those defensive batteries. Not a problem.
Okay. View and modify
All
equipment
right,
में.
let's see what you need.
B G equipment. इक्विपमेंट नहीं है क्या? यहाँ पे नहीं लगा सकता हूँ मतलब। What the fuck? मुझे ये ऑप्शन ही नहीं मिल रहा है।
I need to get those defensive. Not a problem. I bet you would.
अपग्रेड नहीं। बिल्डर मुझे नहीं मिल रहा।
I need to get those defensive bat. Not a problem.
एक मिनट.
Sure, sure.
Edge. E. कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. क्या पक्ष होती है यार ये सही में. ओके एक आखिरी चीज ट्राई कर रहा हूँ.
Not a problem. All right.
शिप बिल्डर. ये क्या है? नोवा गैलेक्टिक इंजीनियरिंग बे 3x1. ठीक है. जी. फाइनली ये बकवास सी चीज. ओह वाओ यार. टाइम टू लॉक ऑन इज रिड्यूस बाय 20%. वेपन कॉस्ट टू यूज इन टारगेटिंग मोड. ठीक है. नहीं. डिलीट. जी. ये डिलीट करो. जी यहाँ पे ऐड करो. यस. आउटसाइड एज ना. ठीक है. रुक जा. नहीं. कॉकपिट नहीं. कार्गो नहीं. स्ट्रक्चरल पॉर्ट होल. ये ले. डॉकर. ओके. इससे डिलीट करो. यहाँ पे एक डॉकर लगा दो. ठीक है. नहीं डॉकर नहीं. नहीं. स्ट्रक्चरल नहीं. एक्चुअली स्ट्रक्चरल ही चाहिए मुझे. ओह फक. ये वाला नहीं यहाँ पे. ओके. ये वाला. अब क्या है यार? कहाँ पे? अनअटैच्ड मॉड्यूल्स कहाँ पे है? सब कुछ तो अटैच्ड है। अरे बता भी दिया कर कहां पे है अनअटैच्ड। बस बोलेगा अनअटैच्ड है तो क्या मालूम पड़ेगा यार। इसके वजह से हो रहा था सबसे। इक्विपमेंट और फिर यहाँ पे स्ट्रक्चरल। ओके डिलीट करो इसे। Finally. Okay. इसका हो गया एक्सेप्ट। पर अब मैं चाहता हूँ इस लेजर लीफ नहीं केपलर इस पे लगाना चाहता हूँ मैं। नो।
Don't you have somewhere to be? All right.
Kepler, make it home shape. B, structural. Equipment. Comb spike. Actually, यहाँ पे comb spike लगाता हूँ। और यहाँ पे कंडक्शन ग्रिड स्ट्रक्चरल। इसे डिलीट करो पहली बात तो। जी सही है। कॉम स्पाइक नहीं कंडक्शन ग्रेड। कंडक्शन ग्रेड ओके ओके ओके। और अगर यहाँ पे मैं डाल सकता हूँ ये कॉम स्पाइक को। कंडक्शन ग्रेड करो ये डिलीट कर दो। EM damage by increases shield generation by 25%. Okay. और कुछ करना है यहाँ पे? लग रहा तो नहीं है। Accept. 2700 हाँ। मुझे मालूम है उससे कैसे ठीक कर सकता हूँ मैं।
Need a drink? Bug at the last Nova will
You want to survive?
take your credit.
I'll only the best
Miscellaneous. बार बार apparently आ जाता है ये. Nope.
Hi, I'm here if you need me.
Oof. अब चलते हैं यहाँ से. Finally. एक मिनट. नहीं. Almost 2000 और है मेरे पास. और मैं इसका बढ़ा भी सकता हूँ अगर चाहता हूँ तो. अभी के लिए बढ़ने से पहले सेव कर दो. ओके, और अब जंप करते हैं.
Home sweet home.
Oh shit. Lord. Oof. जाके बात करते हैं. सारे एविडेंस भी दे देता हूँ.
Maintenance crews are the unsung heroes.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange it briefly. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
You're doing all right.
There you are. Where have you been? I've received the reports about that stunt you pulled inside of Genadine. Opening fire inside a civilian facility. Are you out of your mind?
Genardine is furious at us right now. They want Commander Reconde to resign.
You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how you see SysDev operates. I don't care if we're one step away from Crix's legacy. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Top throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here. So let's get back to the operation at hand. It's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key.
सैम को की वजह से उसने मारा. मैंने एक भी बुलेट इस्तेमाल नहीं किया. सब कुछ सैम को ने किया.
Thanks to your evidence, we are finally able to convince them to task us the necessary resources. Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Gal Bank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. If Delgado gains access to those resources, we might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Crix system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDev won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
So we have to clean up your mess again. I swear, if we sent a team of Rangers, we could deal with all of this once and for all.
Unfortunately, I don't think the Freestar Collective would be willing to provide resources to anything related to the United Colonies. I'm pretty sure you're joking, But just in case you're fishing for what I'd say, I can tell you this. That money doesn't belong to you, or the Crimson Fleet, or even UC Staff. It was for war reparations and belongs to the people. Allowing Delgado to get Crix's legacy, or keeping it for yourself would have extremely serious repercussions. I've always known that when it came down to it, you'd do the right thing. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannock 4. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck. Our directive is simple. We are tasked with the eradication of space piracy in the settled systems. As the chief source of pirate activity, the Crimson Fleet is our primary target. The evidence you've been bringing to Lieutenant Toft has been instrumental in convincing the brass at Mast to greenlight the attack. They've sent us support ships, extra troops, weapons, all on account of your role in the operation. To put it simply, if it wasn't for you, this operation would be at a standstill. During the end of the Narian War, the money was destined to bolster the Freestar Collective's coffers. Even though we were rivals at the time, and I suppose we still are to some extent, the credits still rightfully belong to their people. After the money is turned over to Mast, I'm certain arrangements will be made to return the money to the proper authorities in Aquila City. Stay
You got time
focused
for a
and
quick
be
chat?
careful out there.
I'd appreciate it when you're able.
तो तुझ पे मुझे इतना गुस्सा आ रहा है यार। ये क्यों नहीं रोकने दिया इसे एक जगह पे गेम ने? मैं इसे छोड़ना चाहता था वो जेनेडाइन के बाहर, ताकि मैं खुद अकेले जाके ये पूरा कर सकूं। इसने फायर किया और मुझे दांत पड़ रही है इसके वजह से।
But you're really making progress with this operation. Sentiments are shifting.
Looking for some last-minute advice? Anything you can tell us would be helpful. Yeah, I heard they even sent word to some of the contacts you met. They're writing an awful lot of checks they can't cover without Crix's legacy, but we'll be ready for him. Anything else? Damn it. I was afraid of that. I'll warn our ships to use looser formations. Hopefully Durand isn't as clever as she thinks she is, or you can help us take the batteries down when the attack begins. Was that all? Okay, well, if anything else springs to mind before you leave, please let me know. Even as long ago as the Narian War, Galbank used an extremely potent level of encryption on their currency. Unfortunately, the unlocked ciphers are lost to time. However, if you can bring us one of Galbank's old transfer modules, I know it would help. Don't worry, I'm sure some of the techs at Mast will be able to work with whatever you bring to reverse the encryption. Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got. I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but even the great Jasper Crix needed a helping hand to get out of prison. Anything else? Finally. We've been tracking the Jade Swan for almost a year, but Captain Dayus somehow remained one step ahead. Every time we've scanned that ship, it's come up empty. Well, she's not going to skate away this time. Nice work. That it? Perfect. Taking her out of the running is going to seriously damage the Crimson Fleet's hold on Neon. Even better, that's one less fleet captain and one less ship to worry about. Any other fragments? Benjamin Bayou, pride of the Freestar Collective. The authorities there have been trying to nail him for a long time. Bringing us proof that he's been manipulating Generdyne from the shadows is pretty tasty stuff. The FC will pay dearly for this. Good job. Have any more? Perfect. Komiko's wanted for corporate violations in UC territory, but having concrete evidence means we extradite her and nail her to the wall. I'm sure we can arrange a prisoner trade with the Freestar Collective, make it beneficial for both interested parties. Find anything else? Yeah, you're right. But there's no way this was a solo job. Shifting all those parts takes serious manpower. I'll send this to Mast so they can shake the tree a bit, see what falls out. Looks like Durand better start looking for parts somewhere else. Anything else? So Voss engineered a way to directly interface with the key's mainframe? I knew he was a math genius, but didn't realize he was so tech-savvy. Well, we'll share this information with Galbank. Hopefully it'll help them shore up the security on their cryptocurrency. Anything else? We were aware that Miss LaRue was involved with Fergus Wickham. When her body was recovered, SysDef assumed he was the culprit. Sounds like we had it wrong. Should have pinned the murder on this Clay Dietrich perp. Well, we'll have to clear that up. Nice find. That it? Damn it. I knew those supplies had to be coming from somewhere, but I never expected them to be leaking directly from the clinic. I'll have to contact Mast and let them deal with this. Freestar Collector territory is out of my jurisdiction. That it? So, Mr. Yasso is actually Lionel Soto. We thought Soto was dead. At least, that's what the records told us. I'll have the records updated, but seeing as Mr. Yasso has surrounded himself with the Crimson Fleet, there isn't much we can do. Yet. Anything else? A hot tip, huh? What kind of idiot would dig in their heels waiting for a massive payout on some of the cheapest food in the settled systems? I've seen some strange things on this assignment, but this definitely tops the list. I'll, pass it on to my superiors. I'm sure they'll get right on it. Any other fragments? Good. When SysDef stumbled across the wreckage of the ship, we were sure it was the Crimson Fleet, but we could never prove it. We found 32 dead colonists in that wreckage. Poor crew must have put up a hell of a fight. At least their families will now have some closure. Have any more? The fleet's planning a raid on Hopetown? Okay. I didn't expect them to be so bold, but I suppose desperate times call for desperate measures. Don't worry. I'll circulate the description of this captain to the authorities on Hopetown and make sure they never set foot in that settlement. Find anything else? I have to hand it to Neva Mora. Lady's thorough. That facility on Crete still holds a good bit of valuable resources and equipment. All right, can't do much with this one except pass it over to the military. Hopefully they stop denying the base's existence and do something about it. That it? Okay, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it. Yeah. I figured it was only a matter of time before this came up. The reason I didn't bring up the Crimson Fleet is, well, I was one of them. It's something I'm not exactly proud of. He knows quite a bit about my journey. But I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this conversation to him. I know a great deal about how they operate, what frequencies they use, their encryption techniques, their methods. So, in short, yes. Right. No one else but you would understand what I've gone through. It's been a long and difficult road. I was recruited out of New Atlantis by Neva Mora. She said I was making a name for myself, and it caught the fleet's attention. I was thrilled. It was a chance at bigger and better scores and gave me a ticket off-world. Why the heck would I say no? I raised hell on New Atlantis until someone stood up and took notice. And just like Adler Kemp stuck his neck out and vouched for you, someone else in the fleet did the same thing for me. In fact, it was my idea to send you to Sidonia for your first, well, I suppose you call it a mission. Of course she did. How else would you get an aspiring criminal to blindly follow you into a life of interstellar crime? They took me in. Delgado ran me through the paces on Suvorov, and before I knew it, I was part of the team. Now I was making some serious money. That apartment I boasted about in New Atlantis became a joke. I even made enough to buy my own ship. What do you think? It's a giant ice ball. I froze my behind off. We spent a while exploring the surface near the lock, while Delgado laid out his spiel about honor among thieves and all that nonsense. Never got a look inside the facility like you did. I would have agreed with you back then, but when I think about it, I feel like I'm living my best life right now. Everything changed thanks to Commander Akande. The man basically saved my life. I owe him everything. He's a special man. I've never met anyone else like him. Look, I've already said too much. I promised Commander Akande I wouldn't talk to anyone about this. All you need to take away is that I've literally walked a mile in your shoes, and I appreciate the risks that you're taking. Carry through with this mission. I promise you I'll be there every step of the way. I suppose, though the commander won't be thrilled that I told you, so keep it to yourself. So, when I was running with the Crimson Fleet, I put together a hell of a crew. 6 of the toughest pirates I could find. On the record, it's against regulations. My personnel profile is private, and you need the proper authorization to access the file. Off the record, Commander Akande isn't exactly popular at Mast for the way he runs his operation, so he likes to keep these things quiet. The fact that an ex-pirate is second in command to SysDef's pride and joy wouldn't inspire waves of confidence from his superiors. But even though my share of the salvage was smaller, I had one of the most efficient ships in the fleet. More efficient ship meant more lucrative jobs. I was trying to be smart and play the long game. My first mate was Arya Fikes, the toughest of the bunch. The only problem was that she had a hell of a temper. The smallest things could just set her off, and believe me, she took a while to cool down. Honestly, she was so overbearing she kind of fell into the role on her own. I didn't even make it official for months. Despite her temper, she always had my back and helped me keep the rest of the crew in line. Of course, it also helped that she was the best pilot in the fleet. She flew rings around what SysDef was throwing at us back then. Well, the positives outweighed the negatives. At first. Anyway, there was this one particular incident where we had a hot tip on a freighter supposedly running heavy with ore. The second we dropped out of grav space, we knew it was a trap. We'd been set up, and the UC was waiting for us. Somehow we managed to take out all of their attack ships. I grabbed Arya and we boarded the freighter. Well, it showed up on Shinya Voss's mission board, which means it could have come from anywhere. I don't know what he's like now, but back then, all of his missions were pretty solid leads with good pay. It wasn't brave. It was arrogant. We fought our way to the bridge and the crew surrendered. That's when the Vigilance arrived. I watched it vaporize my ship and crew in seconds. Commander Akande radioed over for us to give up, turn ourselves in. Arya went wild. Said she'd start executing crew if they didn't let us leave. The commander tried to talk some sense into her, but she was too far gone. I knew right then she'd rather die than surrender. Even as a pirate, I had my limits. I'd never shoot someone that was unarmed and couldn't fight back. As long as they surrendered and gave up the goods, there was no need for them to die. None at all. We were marooned on that freighter. No ship, no escape shuttles, and no chance of rescue. You can't even imagine. Commander Akande promised to be lenient if we let the crew go. When we didn't reply, he sent over a ship to board us. I saw Arya put her gun to one of the hostages' heads, and saw that look in her eye. I could actually see her squeezing the trigger. Next thing I knew, a shot rang out. I'll never forget that look on Arya's face as she fell to the ground with the wound in her chest. Looked down at the gun in my hand like it belonged to someone else. I still don't know why I did it. That's what I keep telling myself. I hope to God we're both right. Long story short, I spent a year in jail, then Keepway recruited me. I guess he saw something in me, a desire to turn my life around. I busted my ass to get where I am today. First mate of the Vigilance. Ironic I'd end up in Arya's position, don't you think? She made her choice. And even though what I did back then still haunts me, I have to move forward with my life. Had I continued down the road I was traveling back then, we wouldn't be speaking right now. I owe everything to Commander Akande for giving me a second chance. According to my superiors at MAST, we've provided them enough data to wrap up this portion of the operation and call it a success. You've brought us a mountain of evidence against the Crimson Fleet and uncovered some unexpected criminal activity. You've done a hell of a job. Oh yeah, without a doubt. The brig is filled with prisoners waiting for trial. We've drained the Crimson Fleet's credits and solved a few mysteries along the way. I'd say that qualifies as making a difference. Oh? Well, I see we've rubbed up on you more than I expected. Anyway, here. I wanted to give you this. It isn't from Commander Akande or the UC. It's from me. It was my sidearm when I ran with the Crimson Fleet. Something special I paid a hell of a lot of money for. Now it's yours. Not true. You gave me hope. That's the best present I could ever ask for. All right, enough of this mushy nonsense. Time to get back to work.
Legendary pistol. Nice. Memento mori. एक मिनट रुकना, मेरे हिसाब से मैं एक और भूल गया हूँ लेना. मेरे दिमाग में आया जैसे ही वो बंदी ने बोला कि there's more out there. मैं श्योर नहीं हूँ, सही बोलूँ तो वो मैंने लिया था कि नहीं. पर ये मार से ना लैंड और यहाँ पे जो बंदे से बात कर रहे थे जिससे हम पहले अभी नहीं यहाँ से जिससे हम नेवा से पहली बार मिले थे जिसकी वजह से उसके पीछे एक था जो मैंने शायद लिया नहीं है. ये देख लेता हूँ अभी.
Keep your eyes peeled for signs of terror.
ये रहा ना.
Neva, sit down, have a drink. So, smooth jump into the soul system? UC security hassle you?
Cut the crap, Adler, and let's make this quick. There's only so long I can stand a stink of minor sweat and stale beer.
Okay, take it easy. Here's the fleet's kickback, just like I promised.
What is this bullshit? This is half of what you promised.
No reason to get upset, sweetie. Security around Sidonia's been cracking down, and it's tough to get the Deimos marks to play ball. That means I'm spending big on bribes, covering lost shipments. This isn't exactly like running a pharmacy out here, you know.
Two things, Adler. And I'm gonna make this simple enough so even a total imbecile like yourself can understand. One, I don't give a damn about your excuses. You owe us the agreed amount on time every month. And two, you call me sweetie ever again, and I'll shove my knife so far up your ass that people will mistake you for a unicorn.
Okay, sorry, Neva. I'll make it work. Here's the rest.
That's more like it. I'll see you in a month.
Watson's.
और ये रहा आखिरी वाला. और प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मुझे याद नहीं है वो यूसी देव का वो कहाँ पे थे. नहीं ये तो 3 स्टार कलेक्टिव है। सेव करो पहली बात तो। लोड करो यहाँ पे। देखो ये कहाँ पे एग्जैक्टली सगान में, ठीक है। उम्मीद करता हूँ वो अब भी सगान में ही होंगे।
Can't believe we're
सगान सगान ये अब सगान का है यार। वेगा लंपस ये बैनक अलग है। एक मिनट यार फिर से लोड करना होगा मुझे ये। ये लोड कर दिया। अब देखो एग्जैक्टली कहाँ पे है ये। सगान क्रिक्स के एकदम बगल में है सगान, ठीक है। वापस ये लोड करो। गलत वाला लोड किया। ओके प्लीज सगान में हो यार अभी भी। यूसी विजिलेंस ये इसके बारे में भूल गया यार। क्रिक्स सगान यस थैंक यू। चलो चलो ये आखिरी वाला एविडेंस दे दो। इसके साथ मेरे हिसाब से सारे के सारे एविडेंस हो गए।
Nice work on the side.
बंदी का ये रही ना।
Has something on your mind? Nice work. Let me take a look. Interesting. Looks like he's been meeting up regularly with Neva Mora to transfer goods and cash from Sidonia. Which means the Crimson Fleet's just lost one of their drop points. That should set them back a bit. Any other fragments? Understood. Keep searching and you're bound to find more.
मेरे हिसाब से सारे दे दिया मैंने, सारे के सारे दे दिए उसे, और कुछ बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। अब मैं जाके देखता हूँ यहाँ पे ब्रिग में सारे के सारे जो।
So, how fast is that prototype ship of yours?
जेल में है मेरे वजह से, सबको देखता हूँ।
I could have joined any division.
Hi, Agni.
There you are. I was wondering when you'd visit. Should give us a little time to catch up. Well, of course, what choice do I have? Thanks to my own stupidity, my second chance to return to the Crimson Fleet is long gone. And by the time I get out of prison, any hopes I had to return to that life will have fully disappeared.
Yep, definitely better remaining a Starline captain.
Yes, well, apparently that's off the table as well. Dryden tends to shy away from rehiring convicted felons. Well, anyway, glad you popped by to say hello. Now, if you wouldn't mind letting an old man get his rest, I'd appreciate it. After getting set up on the key, I traveled to a few settlements to find a base of operations. I was looking for a place that would allow me to pick up information about juicy shipments for the fleet to jump on. When I stopped at Gagarin, Sysdef was on the ground waiting for me instead of that contact I was expecting to meet. Your friend Toft really pulled the wool over my eyes. Oh yes, quite aggressively. The illegal team will very likely grind me into the dirt. There isn't much I can do about it. The amusing thing is, I don't even think they care very much that the heist went down on their ship. That's a given risk for them. I think they're more embarrassed I was able to gain the position as captain of the Siren under false pretenses in the first place. So you're saying I should be happy that you took me out of the line of fire. I have to confess, I never thought of it that way. Last thing I intended to do with my life was go out in a blaze of glory on Neva or Delgado's behalf. But at the same time, my freedom's gone, so I'm not exactly popping the cap off the vodka bottle and celebrating either. You really pulled a number on me, Agent. Well done.
यहाँ पे मेरे हिसाब से एडलर कैंप आएगा. Yon Dayu.
Well, this is a surprise. I have to say I did not see this coming. And I pride myself on being able to spot a liar. You make it sound like I'm guilty of a crime. I've always been careful when it comes to my business, so don't be surprised when your case falls apart. And yet here you are, trying to, what, entice me to confess?
Nope.
Look, I don't know if you're here to get a rise out of me, but it won't work. I'll tell you the same thing I told your commander. I'm innocent, and I welcome the opportunity to prove it. The new Atlantis spaceport, the Swarm was surrounded the moment we touched down. Given all the heat around SY-920, I thought it best to land under an alias, but Sysdef was already wise to the name change. Thanks to you, probably in some interrogation room back on New Atlantis. But they've been with me from the beginning. Good luck getting any of them to talk. No, you did yourself a favor. I just happened to be in your way. But there's still time for you to change your mind. The score the fleet's aiming for will be foolish to pass up. Sysdef really doesn't suit you.
उसका टेंशन मत ले ये स्कोर का मुझे दोनों से सेम ही अमाउंट मिलने वाला है वो भी मैंने ऑनलाइन चेक कर लिया था ऑस्टिन रेक कौन था मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा
Back to gawk at the creatures in the cages?
ओह ये वाले
Be careful around.
जो पहला मिशन हमें मिला था नेवा से
Family, but it's just a bunch of crap.
यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है घर भी कोई नहीं है इतना खाली क्यों है ये इतने ज़्यादा के लिए मैंने दिया तो था ये कौन एस्टेल
Finally, I've been waiting to speak to you. From our last encounter on Neon, I could tell you fancied yourself as a bit of a businessman, right? Well, I don't want to waste any time with small talk. Let's make a deal so I can get out of here. If you have experience in the corporate sector, then you know how to adapt. I find myself in this unfortunate situation, thanks to a terrible misunderstanding. That little conversation on your evidence recording, the one where I'm speaking to Estelle Vincent about funneling electrical components, that was part of a sting operation to discover how the Crimson Fleet had been siphoning goods from Generdyne's warehouses. Much like you've been working undercover, I've been doing the same. Ironically, we've been investigating the fleet from opposite sides at the same time. Well, I was trying to keep a low profile. I didn't want to tip off Estelle, so my operation was deep undercover. Very deep. So much so that there's no other personnel at Generdyne, nor a paper trail that can corroborate what I'm saying. Being in a similar situation, I'm sure you understand the value of keeping the operation quiet.
Yes, of course, कोई paper trail नहीं होगा. मेरा paper trail है, किम्बे. वो मेरा paper trail है. तेरा कोई handler कौन था? वो बोल. I don't believe it.
Nor would I, if you were in my position. So here's what I'm proposing. You spring me from the cell, sneak me off the vigilance, and then take me to New Atlantis. In return, I'll give you my access card to a safety deposit box filled with millions of credits. Consider it compensation for trusting me. Listen, I'm stuck in this situation with no means to prove my innocence, thanks to you. The evidence on that recording means the UC will convict me, and I'll be sent to prison for a long time. I have no other choice but to run until I can find a way out of this mess.
You're not a very good liar.
Yeah? Well, you're a pain in the ass. Look, I have friends in high places. I might be down for the count right now, but I'll be getting out of here one way or another. And when I do, I'm going to dedicate my entire life to making yours miserable. How's that for a deal? Now get the hell away from me. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
जैसे ही मान पड़ा कि हम इसको नहीं करेंगे, पूरा गुस्सा हो गई. अभी भी बहुत खाली है यार इसमें सही में. एस्टेल नहीं है और कौन कौन नहीं है. जैसमीन तो मेरी वाली है, क्रू की बंदी है, मेरे क्रू की. तो कौन इतने ज़्यादा लोगों को मैंने दिया था यार. वो सारे लोग कहाँ हैं इतने ज़्यादा जिनका मैंने दिया था. क्या बोलते हैं?
Yes.
क्या बोलते हैं यार? एविडेंस दिया था इतने ज़्यादा लोगों का. वो लोग क्यों नहीं है? एक मिनट इसे स्कैन कर देता हूँ. अभी कर सकता हूँ तो. ओके, अभी के लिए चलते हैं. या मेरे पास बहुत ज़्यादा फ्यूल है यार सही में इसमें.
What's your next?
Oh shit.
When that time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
ओके, इधर जाना है. हाँ, देखते हैं. ऐसे खेलूं तो शायद ज़्यादा अच्छा होगा इसमें, सही बोलूं तो. इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा ही स्क्रीन कवर हो जा रहा है काफ़ी चीज़ों से. दोनों के दोनों बकवास हैं सही बोलूं तो.
How you doing, sweet pea?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
We're alive. But the ship's taking a beating. Hold on, Grid. Friendly Grid. Happy Grid.
Unknown signal. ये रहा ना.
It's really real. The legacy. Man, does that mean I need to start believing in the Illuminati too?
एक मिनट रुकना. यहाँ पे हूँ. ये है ना लेजेंडरी पिस्टल .27 कैलिबर. इसके जगह रखूँ. इसको बहुत समय से सही बोलूँ तो इस्तेमाल किया नहीं है. लोएस्ट डैमेज कौन करता है? लोएस्ट डैमेज ये कर रहा है. 941. 12G शेल, हाँ इसको एक बार भी इस्तेमाल नहीं किया, इसको थोड़ा किया है तो इसकी जगह रख रहा हूँ मैं इसे। डॉक
Warning, an emergency lockdown is in effect.
So we weren't the first to make it this far.
वापस आ गया। वापस शुरू करते हैं। फाइनली यहाँ लेगेसी शिप में चढ़ गए हम।
That is not encouraging.
Docking port computer 1. Handshake unavailable. Ship status unknown. ठीक है। Occupied. और ये पोर्ट 2 होगा। NA unoccupied ready sealed. ठीक है। ऐसे ये कितने इसके एमो? 0.27 कैलिबर। ये भी ये केसलेस है ना? कहीं यहाँ 0.27 कैलिबर इस्तेमाल होता है क्या? लग रहा तो नहीं है। हर कोई डिफरेंट, ये और ये सेम है बस। मैं सोच रहा हूँ इन दोनों में से एक को रखता हूँ। 279, 177 देखेंगे यार इन दोनों में से कौन सा रखूँगा। सही बोलूँ तो ये रखना चाहूँगा क्योंकि ये वेल क्योंकि वो लेजेंडरी है बेसिकली।
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
I'll have a moment when I'm done with this quest. Oh. 2.5 mm on shot. Emergency execute safety protocol immediately. This is not a drill. Novice. Yeah. और ये. एक डिजिपिक यूज किया, एक डिजिपिक मिला। वाह भाई वाह। वेपन केस कुछ है भी नहीं इसमें ट्रांसफर करने के लिए। और कुछ नहीं है ना यहाँ पे। ये है ना। ये सब भी ध्यान रखना होगा, यहाँ पे काफी कुछ हो सकता है। ठीक है। रुकना। क्या हो गया? धन्यवाद, फाइनली ये पूरा ठीक से काम कर रहा है। मिसलेनियस नहीं, रिसोर्सेस अभी नहीं डाल सकता। बहुत अच्छे। मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली क्योंकि ये शायद बैटल एरिया है।
Crew recording initiated.
Alright, the system should be all set up. Just shout out when you want the computer to record. Should work for everyone.
Okay, fine. Now, give me the bad news.
The bad news is that our engines and grav drive are destroyed, and we're drifting toward Bannock 4.
Wait, doesn't that put us smack into Bannock's EM field? We hit that, every circuit on this ship will overload!
Easy, Simmons. What's easy about it? Huh? She's right. We end up in that electromagnetic radiation, and we're dead.
Hey, there's no need to talk like that. It's Simmons' first time out. Can't you see she's scared?
Yeah, Bakara, pipe down. You aren't helping.
Everyone stop. Right now, we all need to take a breath. We're in bad shape, but I need everyone alert and level-headed so we can figure a way out of this mess. Osterholt, you're my engineer. Give me options.
We don't have any options. Kellner and I need to work on a shielding solution. Fixing the propulsion isn't even on the table.
Fine, you two get on it. Simmons and Bakara, I want you to walk the ship and give me a full damage report. Mayfield, see if you can help Aguilar with that arm injury. Let's move out, people. Crew recording terminated.
Unfortunately, वो नहीं जा पाए और मर गए उसके वजह से। यहाँ पर ही मरे होंगे तो या तो उन्होंने अपने आपको मार दिया होगा गन शॉट। शिट, एक मिनट रुकना, मुझे थोड़ा चीज़ें डालना होगा। जैसे मैं कह रहा था, उन्होंने या तो अपने आप को मार दिया होगा गन शॉट के साथ, या फिर वो भूखे मर गए होंगे। रिसोर्सेस, स्टोर और रिसोर्सेस 234 हो गया ना। एक ही हेलमेट है, पता नहीं क्यों। वेपन भी 12 ही है, तो 8 इतना ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल हो रहा है क्या मेरा? मेरे को ज़्यादा ही है वो। ओह, बहुत अच्छे। रेन गेन्ड, वाह भाई वाह। चलो इस बहाने एक एड इस्तेमाल हो जाएगा। एक्टिवेट, पूरा ऊपर जाना है। 3 लेयर से 4, बल्कि 4 फ्लोर से। ग्राउंड फ्लोर, फर्स्ट फ्लोर, सेकंड फ्लोर, थर्ड फ्लोर। इतना बड़ा है ये शिप। थोड़ी चीजें इसे, हाँ, इसको दे भी नहीं सकता मैं थोड़ी चीजें, क्योंकि ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ अपने डायलॉग के बात करना चाहता, और कुछ नहीं। ओह वेल, क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं। मैं पूरा समय उसके ऐसे ही घूमते रहूँगा एनकम्बर्ड। ओह शिट, मेरी हेल्थ काफ़ी कम है। ऑफ कोर्स सब कुछ खा लिया होगा इन्होंने। यस, ये ले लो। मेडपैक डेफिनेटली, क्रेडिट्स और भी डेफिनेटली। आने का कुछ नहीं होने वाला यहाँ पे। काउच काउच काउच। बंदे का है मरे हुए। ये राइक पिल बॉटल जरूरत नहीं है। अगर कुछ प्रोवाइड नहीं करता तो कुछ जरूरत नहीं है इसकी। डीजी पिक्स भी हो सकते हैं अभी भी, पर उसके अलावा मैं ज़्यादा कुछ एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करूँगा इनसे। क्राफ्टिंग FedEx फिर से। नॉप नॉप। इस बंदे ने अपने आप को मार दिया। Ogler's farewell.
Crew recording initiated. It's day 20 since supplies dried up. And here I am, staring at an empty poker table. Our last game. After Simmons passed, we kept trying to get together at least once a day for a game. To keep our minds off of things. Kellner and Leong were the next ones to, step away. They wanted to be together at the end. Then it was just Mayfield. We played for hours. Now I'm alone. I just wanted to, leave this recording for anyone that finds the legacy trapped above Bannock 4. That's all. For now. Going to deal myself a few hands and call it a day. I miss you, Trembly. And I'll be joining you soon. GB Legacy. Signing off. Crew recording terminated.
So sad. बंदी ने अपने आप को डील कर दिया, उसके बाद मर गई। यहाँ पे खोला है ना मैंने। Yes. Running on empty. Captain Liang's long. Liang और Kellner वो दोनों एक साथ थे।
Crew recording initiated. All right, it's recording. So like you were saying, that's all we have left.
If we stretch things out and cut our rations in half, I'd say we'll be out of food in a week, maybe 9 days.
How do I do it, Kellner? How do I tell everyone we're all going to die?
You don't have to. Everyone knows. They're all making peace with it. Bakara and Osterholt knew. They simply chose to handle it by giving up early and taking their own lives.
Look at all that money down there. Millions of credits. Completely worthless. With all of that, I could buy another ship. Fly us all out of here. I wonder if Galbank will even bother to send word to my family. To any of our families.
Captain, listen. You're not at fault for what happened. Those ships came out of nowhere. The fact that we've lived this long is a gift. A miracle.
Which means we should enjoy every second of the time that remains. Right, crewman Kellner?
My thoughts exactly. Captain.
Come closer. I need you to hold me. Crew recording terminated.
I'd appreciate it when you're able.
एडिट्स एडवांस लॉक है ये। ऑटो सेव करो और फिर ये शुरू करते हैं। नहीं क्या है ये? ओके ये रहा ना। पर वो ये ना दो ऐसा वाला नहीं है। ऐसे दो भी नहीं है तो ये भी नहीं है। बहुत अच्छा। अब ये शायद हो सकता है। यप ये और ये। अब नेक्स्ट इसके लिए चलो। ये काफ़ी आसान था तो शुरू करते हैं। नो पहले ये करो फिर ये फिर ये फिर ये 2205 क्रेडिट्स। ठीक है और ये रहे वो दो। इसका कोई कुछ देता भी नहीं है ये। ट्रॉमा पैक सही है। एम्प्टी बियर बॉटल जंक फ्लश दियांग और केलना। बेचारे एक साथ मरना चाहते थे एक साथ मरे। ये मास्टर लॉक अनलॉक करता हूँ अभी के लिए तो इसमें बहुत समय लगेगा। ओके बहुत समय लगने वाला है तो शुरू करते हैं। कोई ऐसा जो सिर्फ और सिर्फ बाहर वाले के लिए हो यार। मुझे ऐसा चाहिए कोई। नहीं ये हो गया पर दो हैं इस एक दो फर्स्ट वाले के लिए। सेकंड वाला भी हो गया। ये और ये। अब थर्ड रो करना है ना। ये और फिर नहीं ये करो। वेल लास्ट वाला भी हो गया है। बचा सिर्फ ये ना। ये और ये ना इसको इस्तेमाल कर सकता हूँ मैं। तो ये ये थर्ड रो यार थर्ड रो। ये दो तीन दिया। फक इतना आसान नहीं है। ऑफ कोर्स नहीं है। एक मिनट ये दोनों एग्जैक्ट सेम है। हो गया ये और फिर एंड में है ये और ये। बकवास था, कुछ काम का नहीं है। चलो कम से कम वो मज़ेदार लगता है मुझे, क्या बोलते हैं, लॉक पिकिंग, कम से कम तो वो फ़ायदा हुआ। अच्छा एक लॉक पिकिंग पजल मिल गया। तुम्हें ज़रूरत नहीं इसकी, मुझे ज़रूरत है। Great expectations. Zero wire. ये रहेगा lost soul.
Crew recording initiated. I wouldn't go near Osterholt. He's drunk and he's got a pistol.
Oh my god, are you alright?
Tell me exactly what happened. I was bringing Osterholt his food. When I got near the cred tank vault entrance, I found him sitting on the floor. Bottle in one hand, gun in the other.
He say anything directly to you? Anything threatening?
No, he just stared at me and kept drinking from the bottle. The gun wasn't even pointed my way. What's happening to him, Captain? What's happening to all of us? First Bakara kills himself and now this? You have to help us. God damn it! I'm trying. I thought Bakara would be okay. How the hell did I know he'd never come out of that room alive? Everyone's looking to me for answers. Well, guess what? I don't have them. This whole thing's falling apart, and it's my fault. Captain, come back. Please. I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything wrong, Simmons. I'll go talk to her.
Crew recording terminated.
इसके वजह से ही साइमंस ने अपने आप को मार दिया क्या? एक मिनट, ये क्या साइमंस? कहाँ पर है? ओह मैं रुकना, पहले मैं जानना चाहता हूँ ये साइमंस है क्या यहाँ पे? ना एक्युला, तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ वो उसकी वजह से तो अपने आप को नहीं मार दिया साइमंस ने। वो लड़ाई जो हुई हल्की सी छोटी सी कैप्टन के साथ, कैप्टन लियांग के साथ।
Crew recording initiated. I just wanted you to know I placed a commendation in your record, Aguilar. Really? Why would you? Ah! Take it easy, Doc. I like to keep the arm, you know?
Sorry. This field dressing's the best you're gonna get away from a hospital. Captain's right, though. You saved our